Hi guys, today is the 5th day of me being sick with COVID. For Max it is the 6th day, and for Evelyn it's also the 5th day. So first of all Max got sick with COVID, then I got it from him, and then most probably I transmitted it to Evelyn. Or maybe we all got it in one time, but we started to develop symptoms in different days. Anyway, so in this video you will see us in emergency, then paramedics, we called ambulance, we called 911, and I was talking about how I feel and different symptoms and how we were treating ourselves and how we were treating Evelyn. So let's watch it. Сейчас мы в emergency. Ей дали Tylenol, потом ей померили температуру, температура у нее 40. Сейчас приклеили какую-то там штучку, будут тоже брать у нее урин. Мы надеемся, что она пописает, и мы сможем увидеть, что у нее происходит. Доктор сказал, что у нее высокий heart rate, сердцебиение, поэтому он сказал, из-за того, что у нее высокая температура, поэтому и высокая heart rate, как-то сердцебиение, да?
Сердцебиение.
Что еще ей сказали?
Что еще? Вот померили давление.
Да,
Какая на ножки.
Да, давление померили. Она хотела еще взять блад-тест, да. Я говорю, очень аккуратно, чтобы не занесли никакую инфекцию. Я говорю, все сама проверю.
А что это у нее на ножке?
Вот, проверили язычок, проверили ушки, вот, еще сделали тест на инфлюензу, COVID и еще что-то, да? 3, сказал он. Вот, но пока ребенок активный. Дома, конечно, она вырвала так прилично, а с 8 до 9, с 9 где-то у нее начала подниматься температура, была 37,5. И потом уже в час ночи она не захотела кушать, что очень удивительно, она всегда кушает в час ночи. И она вырвала. И мы сразу быстро прискакали сюда. Да?
Ду.
Все.
You can see on my watch that it was approximately 3 a.m. and Evelyn fell asleep on me, but she didn't sleep for a really long time. She slept approximately for 30 minutes. We had to stay in the hospital until the results from the lab would arrive to our department, and then they only let us go, and they told us what we have to do with Evelyn.
Look at this happy baby. She just woke up. She slept for 2 hours, but 2 hours before she had fever. I gave her Tylenol 3.5 ml, and look, now she is active and happy, right? Right, my love? My love. My sweet boy. Look, she wants to play. I'm defreezing breast milk, so I'll be giving her lots of breast milk. It's 4 p.m. and I'm only having my first breakfast just because I was sick and I didn't have any appetite, and I just was eating chocolate, cakes, just a little bit, 1-2 bites, and that's it. But I had fever and I had to take care of Evelyn, and I basically could just get up and drink water for me. But for Evelyn, yes, I did everything. I was feeding her, I was changing diapers, I was putting her to sleep and all that stuff. This is my breakfast. I ate already half, but this is breaded turkey from the previous video. We were both sick, so we didn't eat anything for the past 2 days. I just slept for 40 minutes with Evelyn and I feel so refreshed. Unfortunately, it is 8 p.m. but I slept only 3 hours last night because we were in the hospital, and I slept only from 6 a.m. until 9 a.m. So Evelyn is still sleeping, but I'm gonna wake her up. She still has fever, and we keep on giving her Tylenol. Me, I also have fever, but not that much. Now it's approximately 37.5, something like that. This is how I feel. But in the morning again, it was 38.5. Sick family is going to the doctor. We are going to the pediatrician because when we went to the hospital, they told us to come to see pediatrician. Now we are on the way to our pediatrician. Last night I had fever whole night. I was taking ibuprofen 600 two or three times, I don't remember, but I couldn't sleep just because I had incredibly high fever. It was 38 and a half, but I couldn't even get up. I had pain in my muscles, in my bones, everywhere. Evelyn is feeling much better. We are going to her pediatrician because we were set in emergency room that we have to see her pediatrician in 2 days. So I booked an appointment yesterday and we are going there right now. I gave her Tylenol today in the morning at 9 a.m. She didn't want to eat, but I felt that her head was pretty hot, so I gave her Tylenol, and she slept for 1 hour and 20 minutes. So basically, she slept 2 cycles. I always give her pacifier when we are in the car because she likes to eat her hoodie, and you see, she's a bit upset, let's say, but I don't know. Maybe I think that she's upset. I gave her breast milk, which I defrost, and I'm trying to boost her immune system with breast milk. I'm giving her lots of breast milk now. Hopefully she will be okay. But so far she doesn't have any high temperature. The idea is dressing up our princess, right? She was sleeping, but then doctor came and we woke her up. Doctor told us to buy Pedialyte, so we're gonna go to the pharmacy and we're gonna buy it now. We just got back from the clinic, from our pediatrician, and he said just to monitor Evelyn's health and give her some liquid. I'm gonna insert the video after this one, and you will see what the liquid we have to give her. I don't know this liquid, but he said we have to get it from the pharmacy. Me, I'm feeling so bad again. Last night I had fever, and now it is 3:15. Evelyn just fell asleep. I fed her and she fell asleep. But me, I start to have fever again. I don't feel my legs. My legs like uncontrolled by me, which is pretty surprising. And I started to have pain in my back. It's not like 38 Celsius usually. It's completely different. Yes, my body temperature is 38 and a half or 38, something like that. But I feel that I cannot control it, as if it's not my body. My brain doesn't work. That's pretty strange. Despite I don't have anything, I don't have runny nose, I don't have problems with my throat like Max had. Yeah, I know, this is pretty different. And when we came to the clinic, they asked me what is the purpose of your visit, and they said she is COVID positive. And they said, then why did you come here? And I'm like, because we were set to do that. And they were like, are you sure that she's COVID positive? And I was like, yeah, we were in emergency. But they said, you shouldn't have come here. I said, are you serious? And she's like, why you didn't inform us over the phone? And I told her, nobody asked me. She's like, oh, you have to inform us. How do I know that I have to inform you, despite I was in emergency room where there were doctors, and they told us you have to go and see your pediatrician, and if your pediatrician cannot see you, then you have to come back to emergency room. That's it. Sorry, I'm sitting here just because I don't have my tripod. It was left in the car, and Max went to the office. He's feeling much better, but me, no. I even don't know when I'm gonna recover. Doctor said in emergency room that we would be sick for 3-4 days. So I'm just hoping that tomorrow I'll feel better. But it's pretty hard, and I don't have any appetite. I eat only chocolate, 2 pieces in the morning, and 1 piece before we went to the clinic. I ate a little bit of granola, but still I don't feel like eating at all. I have 0 appetite. We just had paramedics in our house. Evelyn had troubles with breathing. I got panicked. At some point I thought, okay, I need to clean her nose first in order to exclude it, so I would be sure that she has problems with breathing, not with her nose. Gosh, I cannot speak properly. First of all, I have fever, and I got panicked a lot. I even didn't brush my hair, sorry, because it was wet. And when we, at some point we thought, okay, Max will go to emergency with her, and then I'm gonna come later. I'm gonna bring the rest of the stuff which she needs, like diapers, pads, clothes, and all of that stuff. But when she had repeated problems with her inhaling skills, she was doing like this. And Max told me, no, call 911. So I called 911, and while I was still talking to the lady from that service, Max went to his room, he got dressed, and then he went downstairs to meet the paramedics, and it's just he left the house. In 10-15 seconds I have heard him coming back. So basically it took them approximately 3-5 minutes to arrive to our house. We actually live not far from a huge hospital, approximately 10 minutes to drive. Most probably they were coming from this big hospital. They connected her to different monitors, some kind of sensors. They checked her lungs, they checked her pulse, they checked her oxygen, and surprisingly Evelyn didn't cry, because when we were in emergency she was crying because she saw strangers, and we don't leave the house that much, so she didn't used to see people, so she cried when she see strangers. But this time there were lots of people. There were approximately 5 or 7 people, no, not even 5, there were more. I'm like, okay, she's the only one and there are so many people here. Why I got panicked? It's just because I was giving her breast milk, and then she was coughing, and she couldn't breathe properly, and also I cleaned her nose, and we sucked everything out from her nose in order to exclude it. So, because it's ambulance, you cannot call them out of the blue. So I was like, okay, I need to have legit reasons to call. And when she had the same act, like in front of Max, and he told me, he was like, call 911. As for me, I have problems now with my nose. It's getting a little bit blocked, but it's okay. I got used to that during my whole life. I was living like this for 15 years or something like that before I did the plastic surgery. So I don't pay attention to that. but my legs, I couldn't walk yesterday. I had temperature 38.5, which is completely normal for everybody and for me as well, but not when you have COVID. I felt that my legs were paralyzed. I couldn't walk. I had incredible pain, and I asked Max to give me ice packs. So I was putting those ice packs in order to freeze that pain, and because I also had fever, at least it helped me a little bit to reduce that fever. I also couldn't sleep for a really long time. I went to bed at approximately 2 a.m. but I was watching a movie, and I went to bed at 2, but I couldn't fall asleep because I had pain in my legs. So what I did, I put painkiller cream, Diosmin or something like that, and it didn't work. I put mentholatum. It was helping my back pain during pregnancy. That one didn't work as well, so I was trying to do some kind of exercises. I was trying to make my blood move there. It's something really strange because I never ever in my life had such a pain in my legs. You know, it was a pain as if somebody took a hammer and hammers you on your legs, which is pretty surprising. I never ever had it in my life. You know, this COVID for me, it's just fever and pain in my legs, to the extent that I cannot control my legs. Even today when I went to take shower, and I was standing in the shower, and I feel that I can collapse just because I cannot control my legs. It's pretty scary. As for Evelyn, she had some fever yesterday, and we gave her Tylenol every approximately 6 hours, not every 4 hours, because when I found that she has fever, I was giving her Tylenol. But today we gave her Tylenol only one time, and that's it. Кисенька моя. Кисенька. She was sleeping for 2 hours. Now she's awake. Right? Right? My love. My love. My sweetie pie. Sweetie pie. Sweetie pie. Эй, ты мой сладкий. Ты моя солнышко. Ты моя ласточка. She just woke up. She's feeling good. Right? She made mama and daddy worried. Right? Paramedics assured me that she's okay. Right? You okay? Happy? 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 Refreshed? Right? Right? Hey, my sweetie. Here is the liquid which doctor told us to buy for Evelyn. He said we have to give it to her after milk, and most probably she will drink just a little bit, but he said that she needs to be hydrated. Today is the first day of me being sick. Evelyn is already asleep. She is doing fine. I'm doing not so fine. I still have fever, and I'm taking Samahan tea, disgusting tea, but it increases immune system. I drink lots of liquid. I also take ibuprofen because my temperature after I take ibuprofen drops to 100. Ta-da! Today I woke up at 5:30. I fed Evelyn, and after that I was trying to fall asleep, but I couldn't because my nose was blocked, and I was struggling until 7 a.m. and then I asked myself, why to struggle? If you can't fall asleep, just go and work. I started editing videos, and then I did some purchases. I bought some stuff for Evelyn for feeding her, training spoons and plates. Then I also bought some toys, which I was hesitant a little bit, but today I read different reviews, and then I was like, okay, so let's go for it. And also playpen. I already recorded the video that I bought a playpen for her, but I didn't like the quality, so I just decided, okay, I'm gonna return it. And one of the girls recommended me to buy the same playpen which she has. And at 9:20 I woke up Evelyn, and I let her be awake for 1 hour. I fed her, and now I took her to my room. She's fallen asleep right now. I guess I already mentioned that I don't rock her. She falls asleep by herself, and I realized why I don't rock her, because she knows that mommy, it is fun. So whenever I'm there, when she's trying to fall asleep, she starts laughing, and I'm like, okay, now I know why I shouldn't be here. She's doing pretty good by herself. Pacifier, dark room, and shusher. She's fallen asleep. In our apartment, surprisingly, it is cold today. Now it is 23 Celsius, but in our room 22, which is pretty surprising because usually it is 25 there, 26 Celsius.